What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Michael here, ChiCityYaker. Man, we're continuing on with this series here. In the prior video, I explained why I'm leaving Raymarine and shared that I'm coming over to Garmin. And here we have my first Garmin fish finder, the EchoMap Ultra 106 SV with the GT56 transducer. It's a 10-inch display. It's about 1 inch bigger than my Axiom. Well, both of my other Raymarines were 9 inches, so 1 inch bigger. It's touchscreen, which I like. I prefer touchscreens over buttons. It's just the way, I've used iPads forever. It's much more faster and more efficient to use your fingers to tap around and do this and the other than to click buttons. So I prefer touchscreens 100% over buttons. Kind of why I kind of fell out of favor with the Element. I got tired of clicking and using the thumb pad. Anyway, let's talk about this, right? I'm excited about this. Did a lot of research. This thing is pretty stacked up. So let me just kind of read you what we got here. 10-inch display, 10 hertz GPS, GLONASS and all of that. It's a 1280 by 800 pixel screen resolution. So not quite full HD, but it's also kind of like somewhat HD-ish. IPS display, so we get a lot of brightness and sunlight readable with polarized glasses. That's one thing I had issues with my Raymarine units. If I lean over to one side or the other with my polarized glasses, it would cut the screen. I couldn't see it. It's just this weird effect or whatever. So this should alleviate that from happening. We got the GT56 ultra high def transducer. It's active captain app ready. So we get notifications on there. We got one chart connectivity, update our charts through the app onto here. We can data sync through the app to here. I don't have to pull out a memory card if I don't want to. Hallelujah. And we do all the software updates via the app. This is what 2021 technology is all about. No one wants to pull out the memory cards anymore, shove it into your computer. I'm getting stressed out thinking about it. What's also cool is, and I don't know that I'm gonna go down this road, but this is Panoptic sonar ready. That means I can take the LVS 12, which is the 30-degree cone live scope, and directly connected in. There's a port for it, directly connect in there, no module, and I got live scope. 30-degree cone of angle, so it's not like the full live scope from the LVS 32 that people have come to know and love. You've seen everyone do like the video game fishing videos all over YouTube and all that stuff. But this is the 30-degree cone. Now, for the style of fishing that I do, primarily trolling for salmon on big water and all that stuff, you really don't need live scope for that because you're trolling around. However, those times where I'm crappie fishing or say perch fishing and you're fishing vertically, I might consider getting the LVS 12. It's a 30-degree cone with face down. I just need to see the bottom. I don't need to see too much higher in the water column. I need to see what's down below. If they're stacked on the bottom, I can jig them up. So we may, down the road, venture into that. Also, we've got preloaded charts with Navionics data in here, along with Garmin. We've got Blue Chart G3 Coastal, Offshore and Coastal. We've got, it covers Alaska, Hawaii, Bahamas, Great Lakes, of course, that's where I am, and Lakeview G3 maps with over 18,000 lakes, all baked in to the unit itself, which is pretty dope if you ask me. That's something that don't have in the Raymarine. They relied on Navionics, and that was in a, Anyway, it's got auto guidance suggestions, which I don't think I'm really going to use that. 1 foot contours, which is pretty standard across every brand, manufacturer, cartography. And then built-in quick draw contours, so we can map our own stuff directly with the unit with our memory card in there. Most brands allow that already. Raymarine allowed for that already. So Garmin allows that, which is pretty cool. So if I go on a small lake that isn't really charted, I can create my own map. I can share it with the community if I want to, or I can be stingy and just keep it for myself, which is probably what most of us do. It's touchscreen assisted with some limited buttons on the side. So if I do want to use buttons or there's some hotkeys, I can quickly change screens. I can do that, and I don't mind doing that. Let's see. Oh, the other cool thing about this unit is that it's a bracket mount. I can pull off the head unit from the bracket, and the bracket stays, well, stay on my kayak with all the ports connected into the back of it. So that's cool because before I've always had to unplug the transducer cable and the power cable from my Raymarines and pull off the whole unit, put it away. Now I can leave the bracket with the cables plugged into it and just take off the head unit and store that away. So that means when I'm ready to go in the water, I just plop it in, close it, and it's done. I don't have to redo the cabling. And I feel better about that because over time, constantly pulling out in and out the cables, and the cables are exposed, it can lead to, you know, a lot of wear and tear. It can support NEMA 2000 networks and all of that, which we are going to be using a NEMA 2000 network. I have, and it should be coming today or tomorrow, essentially the Garmin compass, their compass. So I'm going to add that to this setup. That'll be why we need a NEMA 2000 network thing. So that's a quick little rundown of the information. So let's open it up. We got some drizzle coming down right now, so hopefully it doesn't come pouring down on us in the middle of this, because that would suck. All right, we've got the cover. All right, clean, cool, I like it. And here is the head unit. I'm not gonna pull off the tape at this moment. It feels roughly about the same weight as the Axiom. The Axiom is a beast. It's like 4, maybe 5 pounds. It's a thick piece of hardware. This one's a little bit thinner. I feel like it's a little bit between the Axiom thickness and the Element. It feels like it's around 4, maybe 5 pounds-ish. Maybe with the brackets a little bit more. But it's really clean, man. Nice big screen. Be able to see a lot of the sonar and stuff. I'm really excited to get this on the water. We got the little buttons here, touch assist, power keys, some zoom, plus and minuses. You could do zooming, and then 4 hotkeys here. So I can set up, you know, chart on 1, chart sonar 2, down vision, side vision on 1, and then, you know, whatever. I can come up with any combination. I can a hotkey assign these. So that's pretty cool. So that's the head unit. Then on the back here, these are the pin connectors. So this is when you seat it into the mounting bracket, it'll click in and close. And then when you're done, you open it back up and pull it out. And so that's what that is back there. We got ourselves a power cable. And you know what? What I like about this is that, look, what I like here, I'll open it up and I'll show you guys. This is what I really like. And I wish I could show you, because the power cords on the other units are on the kayaks, and they're down there and they're all covered up right now. This is relatively small. This is definitely smaller than the Axiom and the Element. This little port connector, which means running it through the kayak, through the holes and all that stuff, is gonna be much easier. The stuff with the Raymarine, I had to punch in bigger holes into the kayak just to be able to get it through there. So I love the fact that the power connector is much smaller. That is really cool. Also, what's pretty cool here, their power cable comes already with a inline fuse. This is really dope. This is really dope. I can't tell you how many times, you know, you get the power cord like from Raymarine, it's just the red and the black, that's it. And then you have to get go get the housing for the fuse. And then, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I always have the red one longer than the black one because the fuse itself, you guys know what I'm talking about? Well, we don't have that issue with this one. So that's pretty cool. That's like those small quality of life, you know, well thought out. They were clearly thinking about the end user when they made this and put in the extra effort to make it very easy for someone to just plug it in, connect it, set your crimps off, whatever, and then get going. So, yo, bravo. I'm already liking this. I'm already liking this. Looks like we got a mounting bracket. So we're gonna mount this onto a, so this is if you were gonna mount this onto your trolling motor, I believe, right? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like we have the mount that goes on top of the transducer so that you can mount it onto the bracket, which is here. So there's that, those 2 pieces. Cool, that's important. So we're gonna use that for installing on the kayak. And then this should be the transducer. And it is. There it is. Look at this. Look how small the transducer connector is. The Axiom is ginormous. The transducer is not as wide as the Raymarine. The Raymarine one is pretty, it's like a big brick. But this is not that shabby either. This is probably more comparable to the Elements transducer, the HV100. This is what it kind of more in line with that one. But it's not too bad of a size. I'm just excited that this is like small. That's, oh my God, Garmin, I love you already. Seriously, amazing. All right, finally, let's take a look here. Oh, this is the mounting bracket. Oh, I'm knocking stuff all over the place. So let's take a look at this. Here's this part. Yeah, so this is like another pound or so. So with the head unit and this together, it's probably like, I don't know, 5 pounds. It's probably gonna be around. So as you see here, we can remove this since. So as you see here, these are little covers that cover the pin ports. So we cover this up because I can leave this exposed in the kayak. These will protect it, the pins, you know, from the weather and the elements. Really cool, really, really cool. And then we've got the ports directly in the back. So now I can just go in the kayak, plug these all in and leave it. You know, I'll drop it down into the kayak, so from on the road, it won't go flopping around anywhere. But I get to leave all of these connected in the back, and then get the head unit, pop it in place, and power on, we're ready to go. That is so intuitive. It's those little things that go the distance, man. This so far is really impressive. I'm really, really excited. We've got the power port right here. We've got the network cable. We got the 12 pin. We got the LVS. So as I mentioned before, the LVS has its own dedicated port. So the LVS 12 can plug directly into this unit, which is really, really cool. It's like the entry level way to get into live scope is that LVS 12. And like I said, we might venture into it down the road, specifically when we're doing vertical fishing or something like that. But it's got built-in support for it. That's really cool. And then our NEMA 2000 connector right there, which we'll end up using. There it is. That's the bracket, man. Super clean. Feels really well built. Yep, it's definitely metal. So this is actually metal, which good. I like that. And we got some plastic in here. Probably some hard ABS plastic for the rest of it, but this bottom part right here is all metal for sure. Plastic up here. Hey, as long as it works, I do not care. So we'll have to figure out, there it is. Okay, so we just click that, we open it up, and then we sit it down and click it into place. There's the unveiling of my new Garmin, what is it? I gotta get the name down right. EchoMap Ultra 106 SV with transducer. So the next things we'll end up doing is doing an install. So I'll show you guys how I'm gonna install it on my Old Town Autopilot 136. And then once we have it all installed and everything, we'll go ahead and start doing, you know, videos on settings and all that kind of stuff. I'm sure other folks that are out there interested in this and trying to figure things out as well. I'll get it dialed in and I'll share with you what I'm finding to work out for me really well, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, throw it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel for more fishing videos, like Michigan kayak fishing videos and all kinds of other stuff we got going on around here. And I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Later.